Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got something a little bit different for you all. Not a pen or a notebook, but definitely something I would consider adjacent. Today I have for you the Galen Leather Writer's Medic Bag in Crazy Horse Tan. I'm really excited to show you everything about this bag and what I think of it. So let's get into a little bit of history of who Galen Leather is and why this bag is the way that it is. Galen Leather is a Turkish leather goods company founded in 2012. They started out making leather notebook covers, but have expanded to pen cases, folios, dop kits, and other accessories. Recently, they have also been making wood and brass stationery accessories, as well as some really nice notebooks. The Writer's Medic Bag is their latest addition to their catalog, and was designed by the company's founder Zeynep, who unfortunately passed away last year. The bag is inspired by vintage Swiss military medic bags, which open out the front to quickly allow access to the components. As cool as these are, the needs of a Swiss medic don't necessarily reflect what people need these days. So the Galen bag does a great job of updating this iconic vintage design. All right, now that we've talked a little bit about the history of Galen Leather and medic bags in general, I'm actually going to take this downstairs so we can get a closer look at the parts and features of the Writer's Medic Bag. On the outset, the whole thing is made out of this nice, they call it a Crazy Horse leather. So all of these come with a different level of finish and wear and tear. So they already come kind of used. I mean, this one has only been in rotation for about a week, and it still looks pretty much the same as when it arrived. So that's worth mentioning. So on the back, you've got a strap here, and I can talk more about the strap later when it comes to my opinions, but it's adjustable. So it's got these little ball and hole mechanisms, and you can basically adjust the strap to different lengths. It's a fairly thin strap, and it is fully removable. And you can also use this bottom little loop here to put the straps through and create a backpack. I'm not even going to show that because I don't think it's worth showing. I haven't found a single person, like adult person, that can fit it as a backpack. So if you can, good for you, but I cannot. All right, so let's get into the bag. So the way you open it is this little flap here. This works the same way as the strap does. So you just pop it out there and then open this. So the bag itself is comprised of two parts. You have kind of like the main pocket assembly, and then you have the front panel. So the front panel, like I showed you in those Swiss medic bags, folds open. So this whole thing comes apart. And the way this is held together is via these two sets of magnets on either side. So these magnets aren't particularly strong, but they don't really need to be because the lid kind of closes on top of them and you can't really open the bag while the bag is closed, which is great. So once you're inside the bag, you have a variety of pockets, loops, and other little storage solutions. I'll start from right here. You got this big pocket. This actually will fit a thin A5 notebook, and that's how I use it. I'll show you guys later how I actually spec out this bag. You got a little zipper pocket in here, a couple of other little pockets for like cards or other, flat things. And then a cool part about this bag is the pen loops. So you got all these little elastic pen loops. These are very similar to the ones that they use on all of their other pen cases. You got this big wide one here. And then you have this little dangly key ring, which is a nice feature that I do use for my keys. And then you have the main pocket. Pretty straightforward. This fits about, it fits generously an A5 notebook. It fits my A5 notebook cover just fine. Fits my iPad, like my normal size iPad Pro, not the big one. And then you have the lid, which has nicely riveted together with these little screws here. Same here. Overall, pretty solid construction. Of course, it is a handmade thing, so you can find little, if you're looking for them, you can find little manufacturing inconsistencies. Like, the stitch right here on the front isn't straight. And it took me a while to notice that, but you can definitely notice it on the inside of the bag. But yeah, otherwise, that's kind of just a general overview of what this bag is like. But now I'm going to show you how I use my Writer's Medic bag. So that is generally how I pack up my bag to go to work at the pen store. So let's take another look at what's in here. So this is pretty heavy now. Of course, being a leather bag, it's going to be a little bit heavier than an average everyday fabric bag, but even with everything inside, it's still a pretty hefty boy. So here are the pens I usually take with me. This, of course, changes a fair amount from left to right. I've got a Lamy 2000 stainless steel, a Schaefer Pen for Men 3, a Wall Eversharp Deco Band, the vintage kind, Lamy Emporium Black, Graphon Faber-Castell Intuition Platino, Wall Eversharp Doric, some ballpoints, a CW&T Pen Type B, another fountain pen, CP1 brushed stainless steel from the 80s, Lamy 2000 stainless steel rollerball, CP1 multi-pen. These are just generally what I used to draw and write with. They're not strictly necessary, I just like to have them. I've got my little Touchland hand sanitizer because I think it's cute and it's necessary. Power brick, I forgot to add the cable. My keys, I've got a USB key on here. This is in an Orbit key. In the front pockets, I've got a Lamy paper-bound A5. We just got these in store and I actually like them quite a lot. In my little zip pocket, I have a gift from one of my old customers at the Lamy store. This is an ink guide. So this is everything that the Nagasawa store stocks. So it's a catalog of all the Japanese store exclusive inks, all of the inks from all over the world and their prices and little mini swatches. It's a useful guide to have on hand in the store. A little bit of cash, a little tin of Pelikan Edelstein cartridges for the Faber-Castell because I use it a lot and also because, it's adorable. Some post-it notes because those are useful, and then just like general cards. I didn't include my credit card because I didn't want anyone to see the number and I didn't want to blur it out. And the final pocket has Midori A5, two Kuretake Capo pens, which are really fun, fountain pen ink refillable felt tips I got from Yoseika Stationery, and my iPad Pro for any design work that I'm doing, as well as the Apple Pencil in a Tachia pen kimono. So, now that you've seen how I use the bag and me filling it up, let's go back upstairs at my desk and talk about my opinions. All right, so now you know how the bag works, what you can get inside of it, and I'm sure you're now wondering, what do I think? Well, long story short, I like the bag. It's a nice bag. That's the end of the video. That's it. So, what do I think of the bag? I do generally like it. Of course, it's a little bit more complicated than that. I've been using this bag as my everyday work bag for about 2 weeks now, and I've noticed some things that I do really like. It carries everything I need for an average day at work. I can do work on my iPad, I can draw, I can write, all those great things. However, I do have some issues with it, and they mainly surround the strap, which you can see that I have actually replaced. Let me show you what my problem is with the old strap. So, as I showed you earlier, this is the old Writer's Medic bag strap that I was using. I have no love in my heart for this strap. It is seemingly the least thought out part of the bag, which is a shame because I think this is a really creative, well thought out product by a really amazing company. It's just that this feels like a bummer to get out of a fairly expensive bag. It's super, super thin. It's like the width of my finger. And when you've got it fully loaded up, that quickly becomes uncomfortable. But discomfort aside, there's actually a genuine, functional flaw with this, is that the attachment mechanism, this little, pop mechanism where you pop the ball through, that's not a lock. It's just a friction fit. So it's actually pretty easy. You can see how little effort it actually takes to open that. On multiple occasions while carrying this bag, on the train on the way to work, it has just popped off. And the bag will just swing. And I've caught it, it's got those cat-like reflexes, but That is genuinely unacceptable for a bag to not hold itself together. So after having this for, a week, I found that cute woven strap. This is from Madewell, and it has these nice, actual attachment points. And it goes well with the bag, I think. This was on sale. I think it was like $27. It was pretty cheap. Of course, that's $27 on top of the $250 that the bag costs, so that's worth mentioning. Oh, another thing too is that I actually noticed some like shedding and a little bit of dye transfer from this strap onto a shirt that I was wearing. It wouldn't show up on camera. I tried, but I was starting to notice just like little leather shavings like in the store, and I was like, I wonder what's causing that. And I looked at my shirt, and it was just covered in these little frayed leather bits, which I can't have that. So maybe I'll repurpose this for something else. But as a strap for this bag, it is, I would say, nearly useless. I would 100% recommend, if you are planning on buying this bag, you need to plan to get another strap. That being said, I still love this bag. I still love using it for everyday stuff. I hope to be able to use it to bring to like a park to have a picnic, or maybe to a cafe one day, and really try it out there, because I think that's where it will really shine. It's just a shame that I cannot do those things right now. But yeah, overall, fan of the bag, fan of the company, very cute. I've gotten lots of compliments on it, and if you think this would work for you, I recommend it. It also comes in a green color. I'm not a huge fan of like colored dyed leathers, but if that's your jam, go for it. I got mine from Goulet Pens. You can also just order straight from the Galen Leather website. It'll ship from Turkey. Another thing I neglected to mention was I love their packaging. So it came in this really cute box, and it came with a bunch of goodies inside. The bag itself came in this nice little canvas bag. And then there are, a little thing. There was a little glass evil eye, which I think is cute. There was some Turkish coffee, a little packet of tea, a little tea scented towelette, and then just a bunch of just goodies, and then a little pamphlet about the story of this bag, and some stickers, and just generally just like, you are paying for a premium product, but you're definitely getting a premium experience. It's very, very nice. Anyway, I hope this was overall helpful if you were planning on getting one of these bags, or if you just wanted to know more about them. If they did, please, hit that like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments. And if you like what I'm doing over here, why not subscribe? I've gotten quite a bit of attention lately, which I appreciate. Sorry I don't put out videos that often, but I've got kind of a lot going on, which you could probably imagine considering the state of the world right now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a good one, folks.